Okay, sorry, that got interrupted. So why were you so affected by everything that happened, and why did it create such a severe illness in you? So, and what were other contributing factors to you, getting this illness in the first place? So for me, I was a new mom, which gave me a lack of sleep. So I was not sleeping well, right? I had low iron and no low nutrient status because I just came off a very, very difficult pregnancy where I threw up around the clock, and now I was breastfeeding. So my nutrients were completely depleted. My sleep was bad. I had taken an antibiotic for an infection in my breast from mastitis that a lot of moms get. I had been given Benadryl and other various things to try to stop the dizziness that was happening to me. We had just gotten a new TV in the house, and the light from that big, huge screen TV seemed to have affected me. So maybe it was EMF's problem. And interestingly enough, right before I got sick, right before I started experiencing the dizziness sensation, my husband went back to work off of his paternity leave, and he went back to work, leaving me alone in the house for the first time with a new baby and my other child. So now I was a mother of two, all on my own. And because I had had some prior anxiety disorders or anxiety conditions where I just felt anxious being alone, I was wondering and worried if that would come back. Just kind of like the fear of being alone all of a sudden with these kids and being the mom to all of them. The fact that I had lost my mother a few years prior, and now I needed her, and she wasn't there, and life was not what I thought it was going to be. Raising these kids without her, I had moved close to be with her, and I thought we were going to have this amazing sort of family dynamic where we would hang out together and she would see her grandkids every day, and I was lonely, and I realized I didn't have that mom support system. And now the pressure was like, oh my gosh, I have to join groups, I have to meet friends, I have to do something here. I also didn't trust my inner voice, right? So I didn't have a very good strength in my own inner voice or trust myself, because I could hear inner voices saying, don't take those drugs, don't do these things, yet I listened, right? I was impatient to just feel well again, so impatience was a major contributing factor. Not being confident in myself or hearing my body's cries or signals to me, I buried those signals. So where I could have listened, like, you need some more food, you need some nutrients, you need more sleep, you need some help, you need a couple friends, you need a new support system, you need these things, I buried them, right? So I just thought everything was fine. I also pushed myself off the drugs way too fast in cold turkey situations, and I will talk more about that in an upcoming video, but that was a contributing factor for sure. And my illness was severe, super severe in nature, where my entire body, organs, central nervous system, nerves, brain, organs, everything had melted down. And so I was in a battle, in a war zone for years, struggling, suffering just to stay alive, just to survive such a severe illness. And I'll go into that later. And so that has left me with a lot of chronic fatigue and chronic pain and patterns of illness that will not go away, right? And I'm exhausted and tired, and my energy is low. And after fighting for so long, it's kind of like a PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, after surviving something so inhumane. So for me, that is why I got sick, and those are my contributing factors. But it's very important for you to think about why you got sick. Why you? What were your weaknesses? What was going wrong in your life? What was the big thing that happened? What happened? Why did you end up with this? And why do you still have it? And I will come back for another part. This was only supposed to be the first part. It's actually in two because it cut off. But I will come back for a real part 2 and tell you why that question matters. So, but in the meantime, please do the work on this. Thinking it is not enough. You need to write it down and you need to fill a sheet of paper. Why did you get sick, right? After being sick and having this major illness, I lost faith in my own mind and body and soul. I lost everything, and I lost faith in myself, my own body, my own ability. I had destroyed faith in any medical practitioner, especially traditional. I lost faith in anybody, really. I lost faith in all my family, my friends. I lost faith in humanity itself, and I lost faith in God. So these were all contributing factors to me, and I would guess that when you write this down, you will find some things, and it will kind of be a revelation to you, but you can't go further with this until you answer that question. So like I said, I'll come back, but please answer that question and see what you come up with.